Yo, what's good, YouTube? B Shower here, back with another video for you guys, man. It's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks, I believe. Man, I just been in the transition, bro. Like, really locking in. Right now, I'm working with my uncle doing electrical work, so I'm learning the trade right now. I really do need to start like filming stuff. Like, I be doing stuff and don't think to film it. So today we're gonna be talking about lifelong learning. Why I'm dedicating my life to learning something new all the time. Like building my building my stock, building the stock into myself. Like entering the entrepreneurship like world. Like, do you hear me talking about some like? When you become your own boss, when you become the controller of your own time, you have to bring value to people. Like I preach in my videos, bring value to folks and be able to show people, be able to do things for people, become a valuable person. So, and I feel like as a human, we're just naturally curious anyway. So we're going to learn even when we don't think we're learning. So we're going to be talking about lifelong learning and why I'm deciding to learn more, become the best version of myself. So let's talk about it, bro. So the first thing, why am I dedicating my life to learning? Why not is my question to you. Why aren't you trying to learn something new? Why aren't you wanting to bring value to yourself, bring value to other people? Why aren't you becoming the best version of yourself? That's my question to you. Like, on this path, our main focus is self-mastery, right? So if we're looking towards becoming the best version of ourselves, we have to know things. We have to know what we didn't know yesterday, what we didn't know last year. This path is the journey of learning yourself and learning how the world works around you. So that's why I'm dedicating my life. That's why I've been doing what I've been doing, learning new things, getting into new industries, learning different skill sets. That's why I've been really dedicating my time to learning. So, and that's why you should too. Why not? What's wrong with learning? Whoever said learning was a bad thing? So the first topic I want to talk about is, as humans, we're naturally curious anyway. It's in our genetic makeup. Like, I believe I'm gonna touch on a spiritual tip. I believe that God, I'm gonna say the universe created us in order to rediscover itself. I feel like we were put here on this earth to figure out how things work, figure out how to become one with the creator again. Like, that's what I feel like we're on this earth for. But I don't want to get too deep in that because I can go into different topics, and that's a whole nother conversation. So I think it's in our genetic makeup to be naturally curious. You know how when we're children, we're into everything. We want to know how things work. That's how children are. And children just develop. Children don't just transform into adults. Like, we develop into something more mature. And we don't change. That doesn't change in our genetic makeup. We're always going to be curious about things. So why not use that to our advantage? Learn something that could really potentially propel us in different areas of our lives that we want to really master and really learn about ourselves. When you're learning, it expands the neuroplasticity in your brain. When you learn, you're opening new neurological pathways in your brain. So it's like little, let's just say you got a web and you're making new connections when you're learning. So if you're making new connections within your brain, that means your brain is working. And if your brain is working, that means it's getting exercise. And just like everything else in our body, we need exercise. Meaning, if the brain is getting exercise, that means it's working. That means that helps brain health, and that helps your brain not deteriorate over time. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's what happens with your brain. Your brain slowly deteriorates when you don't use it. So when you're learning new things and making these new neurological pathways in your brain, you're essentially exercising your brain and getting great brain health. After I've learned the thing and put into action, right, you were now accomplishing new things that you didn't know how to do before. So you get a sense of fulfillment when you're learning. You get a sense of confidence. You're building your confidence when you learn a new skill set and you're able to use it effectively in order to accomplish a goal. So we're on this journey to self-mastery. When we learn certain things that can propel our status, propel our knowledge, and be able to help other people, you get a sense of fulfillment from, just like with everything. If you have your vision board, if you have a goal list and you're marking off each goal or each thing on your vision board, you're going to feel proud of yourself. You're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel a sense of enjoyment because you're accomplishing things. That's how it is as a human. We get joy out of setting goals. Another reason why you should be a lifelong learner is you start meeting new people. You start connecting with people on the same wavelength as you. You get to talk about different things with each other because you have something in common. And being a human, we're social animals, so we get a sense of fulfillment in that too, because we get to connect. Connection is very important in life. It don't matter if you're connecting with a tree or connecting with people that you can talk about the same things with. That's very important for your mental health. So learning is very important in all aspects, and physically, mentally, emotionally, in all aspects of our lives. And it's very essential for this lifelong journey to self-mastery. Let's go back over everything. Why should you be dedicated to lifelong learning? In order to gain self-mastery, in order to know yourself at your fullest potential, you have to learn. You have to learn about you. You have to learn how the world works. That's why I'm dedicated to self-learning. That's why I encourage you to start learning about new topics that's really not in your palette of learning. Learning is essential for our brain health and everything else, man. We need it. As social creatures, as humans, we're already naturally curious. So why not utilize that to become the best version of yourself? Why not utilize that to learn new skill sets? Learn how to utilize your time effectively. Why not use learning to be the best version of you? And use this natural inclination of curiosity to become that person. Physically, when we're learning new things, we're challenging our brain and making new neural pathways in order to propel ourselves. Like, we're getting that brain exercise. We all need that brain exercise. And I've read that, like, as we age, it gets harder to learn as we age, because those neural pathways, they started wearing, just like anything else, they're wearing down. So our brain not as sharp at 60 as it was at 25. You feel me? Like, our brain starts to deteriorate at 25. We reach maximum potential. I don't say maximum potential, but we reach that maturity at 25. So after 25, things start to slow down. You start to see things deteriorating. So when it comes to brain health, we need to be learning always, continuously. That's why, like, old people, they play board games and they do crossword puzzles. Yeah, that's to keep the brain really functioning. Learning is a natural fulfillment. Like, I utilize this as much as possible. I like to read. I like to know new things, because guess what? When we learn new things and we utilize it, we become fulfilled. We get fulfillment out of that. So I like to read a lot. I like to get into new industries and learn things that I wouldn't have learned or even thought about learning 2 years ago. Like, when it comes to my vision, I want to be able to operate in any environment and I want to have a farm. I want to be able to work on anything that my farm needs to be worked on. So right now I'm learning these skill sets when it comes to cars and electricity and all that stuff, dealing with my hands, to be able to fulfill my vision. And also, we're meeting new people. We're going into new stores. We're buying new items. We're meeting new people in these stores, and we're talking about things that we both like or enjoy. And we're meeting new people and really getting fulfillment from socializing with other human beings. We're social creatures. And when we meet new people, we're expanding our palette. We're talking about things that we may have not known a year ago. These people are introducing new ideas to us. So learning and meeting people is a great, when you're meeting people, that's a great way to learn even more, because they know something that you may not know, and you may know something they don't know. So we have to utilize learning in order to become the best version of ourselves. So I challenge you to look into learning something new this week, whether that be a craft, whether that be anything. I encourage you guys to learn something new that really aligns with your vision. Like I said, you have to know yourself. You have to know where you're going. So you have to see what it takes to become the best version of you, and find something that you may be interested in and lock in with it. Really take the time out your day to learn something new every day, because we get fulfillment in that, and that helps our mental health, like I said, like a video ago. So appreciate you guys for watching, man. I got a little long-winded in this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's learn something new, man. Let's get out of here. Peace.